This video might just save you from making one of the biggest mistakes of your life. Hi, I'm Becs. I'm a doctor here in the UK. I created this channel 4 years ago to show you what life is like as a medical student and now as a doctor working in the NHS. In this video, I'm going to share what I believe are the 4 worst reasons to become a doctor. When I started this channel 4 years ago, my goal was to truly inspire those who wanted to become doctors, push past concerns like age, finances. But recently, after having many conversations with doctors who I work with, I felt that it was important to shift the conversation. I've met doctors on the wards years into their careers who wished that they'd never entered medical school. Today, I'm going to be sharing these stories with you so that you can make an informed decision whether going to med school is right for you. Reason number 1 is increased confidence. Choosing this career because you think it may give you more confidence or make people around you respect you more is a mistake. If you're perhaps new to the channel, let me tell you very briefly about my own journey to medicine. So I'm a care leaver. I sat my GCSEs at the age of 35, went on to do an access course at the age of 36, and started medical school at the age of 37. Prior to going to medical school, I was very, very insecure, and I still have days where I have those feelings. It's completely normal. We are human. And I had this vision that once I became a doctor and once I became a medical student, all of those insecurities would go away and my confidence would get a huge boost. What was interesting now looking back is the exact opposite occurred. Medical school and being a doctor will challenge you in ways you cannot imagine. You spend the majority of your time being pushed outside of your comfort zone. Being pushed outside of our comfort zone is a good thing. You'll face difficult challenges, long hours, relentless pressure. It can make you feel even more unsure of yourself at times. Confidence doesn't come from a title or a job. It comes from all the work that we do on ourselves that helps us to build self-awareness, self-love, compassion for ourselves, and ultimately resilience. I receive so many emails from you and I read every single one. I read all of your comments, and it's clear that a lot of you guys have had very, very similar upbringings to myself. So I can really relate to perhaps where your thoughts are coming from. But one of the things that I really need you to understand, and I say this with so much compassion and love, is you do not need to go to medical school and to pursue this career path, because you are enough as you are right this second. Becoming a doctor will not improve your confidence. Becoming a doctor will not fix your insecurities. It will not give you more self-esteem. This is something that I truly believed before going to medical school, that once I was a medical student, I was going to be someone. Finally, I would be heard, I would be seen, and that would give me value in this world. And it doesn't give you any of those feelings. It really doesn't. The work that we do on the side with friends, family, a therapist, self-development work, books, podcasts, those are the things that will allow us to grow and to learn how to love ourselves. I really urge you to just sit back and think about this decision again. So whilst doctors do earn a decent salary, it can take years to get there. So if you look at how long it's taken me so far to become a doctor, so I spent 1 year completing GCSEs, 1 year completing an access course, 5 years at medical school, and now I'm an F1 doctor. For the first 2, 3, 4, 5 years, when you qualify as a doctor, the wages are average. The road to becoming a doctor is expensive, it's long, and it's full of sacrifices. You might be under the impression that once you qualify as a doctor, the cash will just start rolling in, but that's actually not true at all. I'll tell you a secret. I'm an F1, which means that I am a newly qualified doctor here in the UK, and I am broke. In many countries, including the UK, doctors are paid well, but not excessively. Plus, by the time you finish medical school, you'll have a bunch of student loans to pay off. So if you're going into medicine for the financial gain, I can tell you that you're setting yourself up for disappointment. There are definitely many other ways to build wealth, which are quicker and probably more lucrative as well. So think about it this way. Becoming a doctor is, like I've said before, is a marathon. It's not a sprint. And the rewards are actually not as immediate as you might think. So if your main value, and there's nothing wrong with this, is wealth, financial independence, you can get there, but it will take you 8, 10, 15 years even to start seeing the rewards of all of your hard work. So if you're really looking for a career where you can earn money quickly, look at other career options. Reason number 3 for the status. So definitely being a doctor comes with a certain level of respect. People often see you as somebody who's intelligent, hardworking, dedicated. However, I would say relying on status as a sole reason to becoming a doctor is dangerous territory. If you're looking for validation or to gain prestige, you're definitely entering medicine for the wrong reasons. The truth is, the public perception of being a doctor is completely different to what it's actually really like. Let me tell you, being a doctor is not glamorous. The late nights, the pressure, the emotional toll, it's definitely not always glamorous. You won't always feel admired. You might even face a level of criticism or frustration from patients or colleagues. Don't get me wrong, medicine is absolutely a fantastic, fulfilling, rewarding career, but it won't magically elevate your sense of self-worth. As cliche as this may sound, your status does not define your value. Your impact on others, how you connect with patients, what you contribute to others is really what matters here. This one is huge. Many people enter medical school because of external pressures, whether that be from family, society, or even cultural expectations. I remember going to the University of Bristol Open Day, and I was sat next to this really youngish looking kid, probably 17, 18. And I was so excited about being there. And I looked over at him and I said, "Are you excited? You know, we're at an open day." And he looked at me and he said, "No, I want to do engineering, but my mum and dad want me to be a doctor." Do not let that be you. Many parents might view becoming a doctor as the ultimate achievement, and there can be so much pressure to follow this path. But here's the thing, you're the one that will be living this life, not your parents or anyone else. I can tell you from working as a doctor, medicine is such a demanding career. And if it's not something that you truly want, you will regret it. I met many students on my course also that would tell me, "Becs, I really wanted to be a lawyer. I really wanted to be an engineer." And I think the expectations of the people around us can drown out our own desires. Choosing to become a doctor because somebody else wants you to can ultimately lead to burnout, resentment, and dissatisfaction. You need to choose a career that is in line with your passions, your values, and your aspirations. Becoming a doctor is a serious commitment, and it's not a decision that you should take lightly. Although I'm all about listening to our hearts and intuition, sometimes it is absolutely necessary to just sit down and think logically about these huge decisions. Take a step back and make sure that the reasons why you want to go to medical school are the right reasons. So becoming a doctor for me was the best decision that I've ever made, but it also takes huge commitment, and it's really not a decision that you should take lightly. Medicine is an incredibly rewarding career, but it's also one that demands so much personal sacrifice. It's really not about the title, the money, the prestige. It's about helping others, continuously learning, continuously being pushed outside of our comfort zone, and finding fulfillment in the work that we do. So if you've made it this far in the video, thank you for still being here. This channel is about inspiring you and motivating you. It's also about sharing the truth behind the profession so that you can make the best decision for you.